Welcome to my boutique studio. I'm Linda Wheeler, founder of Mindful Alignment with Linda. I wrote a recent article about 2 types of stretching and the benefits. Today I'm joining you via video to help you understand the difference between the 2 stretching techniques. The first one is static stretching. Static stretching is typically used at the end of a practice in order to stretch out the muscles after you've strengthened them. The first stretch could be stretching your arms up overhead and holding it for 30 seconds. Reaching one arm up, 30 seconds, and then the second arm up for 30 seconds, and then both arms up overhead. Bringing your arms down by your side, taking your right ear to your right shoulder, holding it for 30 seconds. You might take your hand over the top to add a little bit of extra pressure. Releasing that side, coming over to the other side, ear to shoulder, hand over the top, holding for 30 seconds. Releasing that side. Another technique is stretching out your hamstrings. There are a couple of ways to do that. First, you could stretch 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, as in lunge position, except that the back heel needs to be on the ground with the toes pointed forward. You can bring your hands to the front thigh. We're stretching the back leg. Leaning forward slightly can increase the stretch. Again, you would hold this for 30 seconds. And then switch, stretching the other foot forward like a lunge position, except the back heel is down. Leaning forward, make sure you have a flat back. Holding that for 30 seconds. Another technique to stretch out the hamstrings would be to use a chair. You can use a chair, stepping one leg forward, keep the leg straight. Flex the foot so that the foot is coming back towards your chest. Inhaling, stretching your arms up overhead, and then folding forward. You can stack your hands on top of the leg, or you can bring your hands down to the chair seat, or stretch the hand forward holding the toes. Holding for 30 seconds. And releasing. Now the quad muscle is the opposite muscle to the hamstring, so a great way to stretch that would be to sit down in a chair. Take your foot back so that the top of your toes are pressing down into the floor or the mat, dropping the knee down. Holding that for 30 seconds. Another technique would be to take your knees wide, drop one knee into the middle, letting it drop down as if you're going to take that knee down to the floor. And make sure you do the other side with all of these stretches. That's the quad stretch. Another way to do a quad stretch would be to take your foot up on a chair, keeping your knees lined up. And then if you want more stretch, you can lean back. Or you can reach behind you, grabbing your foot or your ankle, bringing your heel towards your buttocks. Make sure you do both sides. Another great stretch would be to lay on your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. And then the butterfly stretch, which would be sitting up nice and tall. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out to the side, sitting up tall. No stress in the hip flexors. Just let the leg drop out to the side. Holding that for 30 seconds. You can press your hands on the inside of the knees. And the final stretch would be a lunge position, similar to the quad stretch. Stepping 1 foot forward, bend the front knee, come up onto the toes of the back foot, stretch your arms up overhead. You can even look up. And then step forward, change sides. Thank you for joining me today with this video. I hope that you'll check out the other video on dynamic stretching. Have a great day.